Hey guys, Agro Ninja here, and welcome back to another episode of Enigmatica 8. In this episode, we have a housewarming party. You're bobbing your head. You look so funny with those eyes. Discover the lamest ender pearl farm. Blow up some iron with TNT. And have a blast learning PneumaticCraft. So let's go get started. So I've invited my friends over to my house for a little party, just have a little fun. And the mailbox we created in the previous episode gave me an idea. If you right click it, it actually has an internal storage. So what I've done is I've created a couple more, and I've created these little invitation books. We'll call them mail. And I put together a little message here that you can see that's kind of quirky. And we're gonna go put one of these in each front of their bases. Here's one. And here's two. So we're gonna work on getting dinner ready for our house party. We've got a little stove from Farmer's Delight sitting over here in the corner. And I've made all the pots and skillet and stuff that you use with that mod. And we're gonna be making meatball pasta. So we need to do some minced meat. So we're just gonna lay this on the ground. It won't go on the counter for some reason, but we'll just put it there for right now. We have the knife. Oh, nope, we need to put the raw beef there and then hit it with a knife. Yes, minced meat. And we'll do that one more time because we need to make 3. And then we'll come over here and all right, now we have our raw pasta. The last thing we need is this tomato sauce, which is cooking on our pot and tomatoes, which we should have. And we should be able to just put our pot on the stove and then add our tomatoes. Now we should be able to put the tomato sauce with our minced beef and our raw pasta, and that'll turn into meatballs. And for drinking, I have got some builder's tea, which is the perfect drink to get the day started. It's motivating and saturating. And I've also got an apple pie for dessert, which I made earlier. And if we take a look at that, it's pretty simple. It's simply apples, wheat, some sugar, and a pie crust, which was made from wheat and a bucket of milk. And our pasta meatballs is ready to go. Now all we gotta do is wait for them to get online and for them to get our invites. Yep, I'm starting a new server business mailbox installations. Alright, this is my house. You've been here. See my new decor. You can come in. So this is the no shoes house, so you can take your shoes off, or in this case, armor. Oh, that works too.
I got bunny slippers on.
You should be able to shift right click it and it'll take your armor off. There you go.
Do I need to take my sneakers off?
No, you're
Oh,
good.
I can't.
You're good,
I,
you're good.
can't I can't take my helmet off. I'm cursed.
Are you?
Yeah.
How'd that happen?
It was a nice. I have Shane's feathery diamond cap of the 4-leaf clover. That's what it's called. But I didn't pay attention to it being cursed. But it's got some pretty cool stats.
Well, we're gonna go in here. This is a kitchen. Are you? Hopefully you're hungry.
Bam.
You can take a seat at a table there, Misfit. You have googly eyes.
I would if G-Fair would make up his mind at which seat he wants to sit in.
Well, there's 2 more.
Well, everyone I clicked on, he was sitting in.
I've made you
Ooh,
dinner.
cookie pot.
I had to go hunt for resources, actually. Let's see if I can get this throw right. There's one for you. Oh, there you go. And one for you. Did you get both of those?
No.
I think they're going back into your. Oh, there we go.
So you got. Hopefully, nobody's vegan because I
Nice.
only prepared one dinner dish.
Oh.
Pasta with meatballs. Oh,
Oh.
did I just teleport?
Careful. No, you got to be careful because it'll send you to the seat if you. I click the seat in front of me.
Oh, is that what happened?
Yeah.
All right, if you'd like, you can have a drink for later. I don't know about you, but my food's super saturated.
Yeah, it is.
Oh wow.
Here's you a tea.
Ooh, a builder's tea.
Yeah, the perfect drink to get the day started.
Wait a minute.
Well, this is my kitchen, so we can head over to the other side.
It's just the trash in the ground.
Are you dirtying my house up?
Nope.
No, I'm trying to give you your plates and I'm trying to be nice and give you your stuff back.
This is my living room. My big screen TV.
Hey, can
Nice.
So this is a new touch that wasn't in the video that I added afterwards. Is the little book sitting on the floor. I think that's pretty cool.
Oh, that is, yeah.
oh yeah,
I stole that from Misfit.
yeah, I get that from my idea.
And I like the clock too. The clock's pretty cool.
Kind of nice. I like how the hands move, so you can actually.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
I got some tunes for entertainment.
Slow jazz. Now playing Lena Reigns.
Yeah, that's probably my favorite disc. Well, let's
Here
make
you
it a
go.
party.
You can have this. You can try this disc if you want to. Also. Obviously,
Oh,
he's got some.
actually,
Yeah.
that kind of picked up.
Dude, bobbing your head. You look so funny with those eyes. What's this one? Oh, a little jazz. I like that one.
There we go.
This is my music drawer up there.
That's awesome. I actually turn this one on in my backpack where I'm mining sometimes.
You gotta get that jazz head bop going.
Yeah. Keep that slow. Oh.
Head banging. It's jazz. That makes no sense.
Reminds me of high school.
You can keep.
Hey,
that
who
one if you
opened
don't
the?
have that.
I do have that one. up, so.
It was getting a little breezy.
So yeah, those McCall windows are pretty cool.
Can't slam it though.
Well, we take a tour of the upstairs real quick. This is my home office. This is where I do my video editing. You just put my candle out.
Oops. Oh yeah, I like this. Yeah, you get your little writing desk.
Yeah.
Where's your book
You
and
can
quill?
access the drawers and stuff. It's pretty
Oh,
cool.
wow.
Nice.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
My bedroom. Or actually, no, this is my enchantment room.
Oh, that's very enchanting.
It was tricky to get it to 15 in here, but I got it.
Really? These. No, wow, that's pretty cool actually.
Yeah, there's some hidden, but yeah, it's at 15. And this is my bedroom.
Ah! Oh.
And then you got the little bedside cabinets.
Very
Yep.
comfy.
They have really big feet.
Okay.
Yeah, it goes with these really tiny hands.
Oh, that's my house. Thanks for coming over and having dinner. Oh, I almost forgot. We got one more thing. Can't forget the pie.
Oh, you got
Nice.
your dessert.
Yeah, apple pie.
Apple pie. Oh, it actually lets you take a chunk. Nice.
Yeah, my food's too saturated to eat it.
Same. I guess
Or pie for
my
me.
character's trying to tell me I'm too big.
Mhm. Well, thanks for coming by.
Thanks for the free food.
I guess
I
we'll
must
leave.
suffer for free food.
Don't forget your shoes. So I've built 3 more liquid compressors for our air and pressure generation capabilities, and this sped it up a little bit. If we also take a look, I discovered you can also create these upgrades, so we can do a security, speed, and volume. We'll probably look at this later in the episode, but what I want to do right now is set up our refinery system and our thermopneumatic processing plant system. I've did a bit of research, so I think I know how to set this up correctly. So the first thing we're going to put down is some stone. The reason we're going to do that is because we're going to lay these vortex tubes down, and it's just easier to place them like this, and I put one of those in the wrong spot. So we need that one to actually be right here. And then we may want, let's go ahead and put 5. I'm not sure if we need that many. We're gonna have to build some more parts, but we're gonna roll with that. And if we take a look at these in our inventory, you can see that it splits incoming air into hot and cold components. One side gets hot, the other side gets cold. But the important bit that I want to look at is at the bottom. For the best efficiency, you want to use a heat sink to vent the cold, and because we're going to be using the heat. So we've got a couple of those built. So we're going to slap some of these heat sinks on the cold side, which is the blue side. Just like that. And the red side is the hot side. Then we're going to put our controller right here. And on top of our controller, we're going to put our 4 refinery outputs. Now that I've done a bit of reading, I realize why we need 4 of these and the controller. So the controller breaks down oil into 4 different components, and it does that automatically when these are all connected. So right now you can see it needs heat, you know, it ain't getting no input. It also is poorly insulated. So we're going to be working on all of those things. So both of these machines need air and pressure. So we're going to just connect the tubes for now. We're not going to connect it into our system till we're done putting this together. And then from there, we need some mechanical pipes, which we're going to go ahead and connect, but I don't want them to start outputting yet. But we want to go ahead and connect them so we can split them so they're not touching, and we don't want to get our components. Oops, I messed that up. Yeah, no, I did that right. We want it set to none. So we don't want our outputs mixing. Because then we're going to take our 4 thermopneumatic processing plants and put those right here. Just like so. And hopefully these don't auto output. I guess we'll find out. Not a big deal if it does. And then we're going to take our vortex tubes and place them on the side. And we need to build our stone wall back. And place these like so. And we need 1 more vortex and we need 1 more heat sink. So let's go get those real quick. I don't know if we actually need one on the controller, but we went ahead and put one there. And if it looks like we're going to be generating too much heat, we may have to look at a way of bending the heat if that's possible. I haven't really looked into that, but that's already a concern that I can see. And those did not turn right. That's odd. I don't know why that happens. So let's put our stone back. It's probably because of the angle of me being so low, so that's not a big deal. We'll just grab this other one. We'll float up, and then it should be right. Yeah, it's correct now. All right, we're going to go ahead and knock out some of our wall where we can continue to get behind there. Then we'll put our heats. Man, why is it doing that for? probably based on the direction you're facing. Probably why I've done that. See if we can edge it up. There we go. And let's add some more pressure tubes. We will, let's go across the bottom because I can hide that. Hopefully I have enough pressure tube. There we go, that don't look too bad. Doesn't look like it actually get, why is it not going into the output? Did I place these wrong? Are these turned the wrong direction? I believe they are. I would think these would need, oh, you know what? It doesn't look like these need pressure. But I'm pretty sure the vortex tube does. We'll leave it for now. Like I said, I'm no expert in this mod, but I think that's correct. And what we can do now is probably connect this up now. Let's connect this into our main line, which is running right there. We'll just connect right here. Oop. Now everything should be getting pressure and heating up. All right, let's go get our bucket of oil. Not sure what I did with that bucket. Let's check our refined storage system. There it is. And we should be able to bucket that in. And then we'll take a peek. And it's already breaking it down. So yeah, this temperature shot way up. So we got plenty of heat. It is poorly insulated, but we'll work on that later. I've already got plans for that. And we're already getting our 4 outputs. And it's not pulling into here yet, which we don't want it to do. And we're going to have to keep an eye on this temperature. And the reason we don't want it to export yet is because I need a bucket of each one of these to complete the quest line. So I'm going to work on getting some more crude oil. And we're going to continue processing our fluids. So I just noticed our refined storage system is getting kind of full. This bay is like 99%, and the other two are above 70% full. So I just auto-crafted 8 16K drives. So let's go ahead and grab those out. And then let's put them in this disk drive right here so to balance out our system. And this should keep us operational for quite some time. Since the previous episode, me and my friends streamed on Twitch, and we cleared the end and killed the Ender Dragon, did some exploration, and also cleared a dungeon once we got done with the end. So you definitely want to go check me out on Twitch and follow me there. And I try to stream some Minecraft content at least once a week. And while I was in the end, I killed a bunch of Endermen, and I got this little trophy. And I guess you could say we have a bit of a basic ender pearl farm now, because I could come over here every 7 minutes, right click this guy, and he gives us an ender pearl, which we can then just throw in our system. Definitely not the farm I want, but it's better than nothing. If we head back into our PneumaticCraft room, which is what I'm calling this area now, you can see I was able to get a bunch more crude oil, but unfortunately, we are not generating enough pressure for this thing to keep up. So I went to make more liquid compressors, and guess what? We're out of compressed ingot, and we have no way of making more because we have no pressure. So as you can see, I've got some TNT, some iron ingots. So let's go blow up some iron. So now that we're in the safeties of the deep slate, let's throw our iron out on the ground. Set our TNT. Hit it with a flint and steel, and then get out of the way and watch it go boom. Now we have a bunch more compressed iron ingot that should last long enough till we get our pressure built back up. So let's let's head back up to our base and get some more liquid compressors built. I think we now have enough of each 4 fluids in order to get a bucket's worth, so we can complete some quests here. So we should be able to take a bucket of that, bucket of that, bucket of that, and a bucket of that. And that definitely completed some quests. You also can see where I've built a couple more liquid compressors, so our pressure is starting to go back up, so that's good. I had to go get some more fuel. We'll probably switch this out to an ender tank at some point. I just haven't gotten around to doing that yet. And we've started cleaning it up and making it look a little nicer. Now we should be able to go and look at our quest book. And we haven't looked in a little while, so there might be a few things we can do. There looks like there's a quest under Tinker's Construct. Not seeing it. Oh, there, right there. Oh yeah, the Ender Slime. And if we take a look at PneumaticCraft Repressurized, we built the Vortex Cube. We'll take that. We didn't build, but we now have diesel. We have LPG. And then we can start making lubricant and molten plastic from the LPG and the diesel. So that'll be 2 more quests here shortly. But I also made this component called a safety tube module. And right now, it is definitely not a concern because we're not building a whole lot of pressure. But we can put this right here. And essentially, if we take a look at it first, it vents high pressure air if the tube pressure reaches 4.9 or 19.9 for advanced pressure tubes. So kind of a double safety mechanism on top of our gauge tube module we're using. So we can just put this, we'll put it right here on this side. And then we can also go ahead and right click this and we'll bump this up to 4.5. So now we will build up pressure up to there. Actually, we'll go a little higher. I'm feeling brave. Let's go to 4.7. Now we just need to wait on our pressure to build back up and start processing some lubricant, because I was taking a look at the speed upgrade and it looks like it uses lubricant. So I'm going to work on crafting some lubricant and some speed upgrades for our compressors. I was finally able to get enough lubricant to make enough speed upgrades so each machine has 2. And we're probably going to increase this a little bit. It doesn't seem to be using that much more fuel. I also switched out the tank that I kept having to refill with an ender tank, which functions just like an ender chest, except it's a tank for liquids instead of a chest for items. Now, I didn't get all that lubricant doing it the way you're supposed to do it with just the mod. So now that I'm learning more about PneumaticCraft and taking the knowledge that I have from other mods, I've been able to come up with a little bit more compact system for getting, not only am I getting lubricant, but I'm also getting molten plastic. And this is a little bit more compact. There's probably better ways to do this. This is just the way that I came up with, and it looks kind of cool. So we're using an ender tank over here with biodiesel, which is pumping into 2 thermopneumatic processing plants. And I have 2 exporters from my refined storage system. One is pulling redstone, one is pulling charcoal. And the redstone one is combining with the biodiesel, which is creating our lubricant. And I can create this quite quickly now. And we have an ender tank of lubricant that we can put another tank anywhere in the world and get access to it if we need to, without having to come over here and pump it into a tank or bucket it. And the one with charcoal is making our molten plastic, which is also going into an ender tank. And when I first set this up, I just used the mechanism resistant heater and I didn't think about excess heat. And I came back to these things and they were pushing 2000 degrees. I'm like, whoa, these are not gonna, or 2000 Celsius. I was like, oh my God, are these gonna blow up? So I added 2 heat sinks and I had to increase my power a little bit. And I think we're burning 300 FE a tick. So I may have to play with this a little bit more so we're not using so much power. But we've got both of them staying steady right over 100 C, which is what they need to process. So that's useful. Now we're going to start taking a look at some additional pieces that we can start adding to our PneumaticCraft setup. Well, before we do that, let's take a quick peek at the quest book, because I think we've got several quests we've unlocked. So if we quickly go look at storage, yes, Ender Tank, we did do that. And then automation, there's something showing here, the omnidirectional hopper. So that was a reward for one of our PneumaticCraft. Ooh, we just got some more upgrades. We'll look at those later. And in mechanism, I created this heat generator. To be quite honest, instead of building a resistor, I built this heat generator, and then I spent 5 minutes trying to figure out why it wasn't creating heat. I built the wrong machine. Moving over to PneumaticCraft, we have now got our lubricant. We'll take the rewards for that. We have our molten plastic. We have a kerosene lamp, which I'll show you in just a moment. But this was quite easy to make. It's just some compressed ingot, a tank, and some glass. So we got that. We'll take that. Wow, is that 64 buckets of kerosene? Very nice. And we've also built this Amadron tablet. I think I pronounced that correctly. And we'll take the reward for that. But it's some of that plastic that we crafted. A GPS tool, which is just some more plastic. Redstone torch, and a diamond. It also has this air canister, which is just some more basic stuff we've been crafting for PneumaticCraft. So we have that as well, so that gives us one more reward and one more quest completed. Now we're going to take a look at that tablet. Oh, you know what? It's not charged, which brings us to the next item that we're going to add to our system. And for now, we're just going to plop it right here. It's called a charging station, and this is what we use to charge our Amadron tablet. Now we should be able to stick our tablet in there. I don't know how long this is going to take. We're going to put it in there and see. It's going to take a little bit of time. Well, we almost had an accident. I was adding more upgrades to our liquid compressors, so I added another speed upgrade and a volume upgrade. And I got to noticing that they were getting really close to that red line, so I went ahead and added a security upgrade. And this one up here at the top was actually going over 5. And if you watch it, it'll go all the way up to 5, and then you can tell it's self-venting itself because of that security module. And I also added one to the pressure chamber as well, just to be on the safe side. See, it's really close. It's not quite there yet. It'll creep on up there. But what I'm doing now is I've also was noticing this pipe at the top was going even higher. It was going over 5. So I've put a safety tube there and a safety tube there, and there's one over here on the pipe run over here at the end. So there's 4 total now. I'm assuming distance has something to do with your pressure in your tubing, because there's a lot less pressure over here than there is over here. And maybe height as well. Maybe air rises. I don't know, because you would think there'd be more here because all the machines are outputting into the pipe and pushing into this one, but there's more at the top here. I'm thinking we can add a run at the top and connect to the lines down below, and maybe that'll help spread the air around a little bit better. But we'll work on that later. It's good for now. I was taking a look at our quest book, and I noticed we've already started building things like our upgrades and our charging station that are behind things that we haven't built yet. And I was purposely not building the drones because this is something I was really excited for and was kind of saving. But we really need to go ahead and craft them so we can get the quest rewards. And then we're going to start working on this production line to get the finished PCBs. So we're going to run over to our storage system so we can do some crafting. And I think we'll have everything we need. So the first thing we needed was that logistic module, I think is what we needed. Yes. And I don't remember how many it said we needed. Was it 4 or 1? 8. So we need to build 8 of those. We'll just look up. We need a couple more of these. Oh, these are really easy to make. And then we should be able to just make these real quickly. And there's 8. Go ahead and make some more pipe because I know we're going to need some more. Put half there and half in our system for crafting. Plus one quest. We'll go ahead and take these rewards. Then we're going to make this logistics drone. Oh, it's not letting me. There we go. Well, it appears we need another one of those. I think we're out of... Oh, no. We have a little bit more. And then we need some of these turbines, which we have. We needed 3. Oh, we need 4. I don't think we have enough turbine blades. These are made from gold and redstone, so we can go make some more of these real quickly. I believe this is our input chest. Yes, there's the I and there's the O for output. We'll just drop our redstone and gold in there. Those should go in here. It doesn't seem to be glitched. I don't know if you guys noticed in the previous episode, it was really bugging me, but I just ignored it. But the glass was glitched, but it seems to be fine today. So maybe the server restart helped clear that out. So we should have some turbine blades. And we'll let that finish up. And I don't really have a use for these right now. So I'm just going to dump them in the storage system. Clear up some inventory space and this extra speed upgrade. All right, we're going to get back to our drone. We're doing a logistics drone, so we need to go back to logistic. Yeah. We need another turbine blade. And now we have a logistics drone. Not wait to start using that thing. And now we want to do a harvesting drone. Type harvesting. Should be pretty much some of the same stuff. So we need to build a couple more. Oh, let's see if we got any more turbine blades processed yet. Oh yeah. Also just noticed a new issue. The server has restarted. For some reason, all my ender tanks are not connected to the mechanical pipe. I don't know what's causing that. I'll have to look into that. Oh, it looks like Buddy wants us to sleep, so we'll go sleep for him real quick. All right, we're back in the workshop. And what were we doing? Oh, yes. Harvesting drone. And that gives us one more drone to use. Hint. When I dropped a comment a few episodes back when we built all the wheat, and I said I had a plan for all that wheat. Well, my plan, if we're successful or not, is to use a couple of these harvesting drones and set some kind of contraption up for harvesting it. We'll see if we can do all that. But now let's take a look at our quest book. Accept the reward for that. Accept the reward for this. Oh, which is a collector drone. I was about to say, did that give us the harvester drone? No, it just gave us another type of drone. So some of this stuff is going to require components that we're going to need from over here, but we can go ahead and do our charging station. So let's go break that for just a brief moment, where we can get the reward for it, and then throw it back really quickly because it's going to be leaking pressure. Hopefully we didn't leak too much. And there's another quest done. Well, we are flying through the quest today. We're going to be PneumaticCraft experts before it's over with. So we got a bunch of different upgrades here. How much does it want? Just one? So we have speed right here. We can do, let's see what we got upgrade wise. We got speed one. We got a volume dispenser, but I don't think we wanted any of those. There's one more quest. And with that, we'll get back to working on this process line. So now that we have our Amadron tablet, let's right click it. And what we needed was, oh, this is really cool. I thought there was a piece that we needed from this. Yes, this PCB blueprint. I think I figured out this Amazon tablet. So you have to shift right click a chest in the world to let it know that's what it's interacting with. So you see the little orange glow in it. And then you also need to have your payment sitting in that chest. So emeralds in this case. And you can see I've already tested and got what we need, which is this PCB blueprint. But just to show you how this works, because it's so cool. If you right click, we can buy something else. Because we are going to need these as well. So let's go ahead and grab that. We right click because we want one, and we want one of those as well. And then we can say place order, and it sent the order. Now watch this chest. This is the coolest thing in the world. A little drone appears. It takes payment first. So like they want to make sure they get their emeralds. And then it comes back and delivers what you bought. Is that not so cool? This chest must be full because it threw it out on the ground. Yeah, it is. Well, we'll take what we actually need and put this other one back in there. And we'll clean all this up later. And now we have the PCB blueprint and more rewards and a full inventory almost. So now if we take a look at our storage system and quest one more time, the next thing we need is this UV light box. So UV light box. And when we have everything we need to make that, well, that's another quest. And then we need this etching tank. We'll look that up real quick. We need these right here. Now we have an etching tank. We should be able to complete that. Oh, we need an actual etching acid bucket, which I think we can get from our pressure chamber. Yes, we need spider eye, rotten flesh, bucket of molten plastic, and gunpowder. So let's see if we can remember all that. So spider eye. And that should give us the buckets of etching. While this is processing, we're going to go sleep for my buddy because he's probably going to want us to sleep again. Yep, there he goes. And did this finish? Here, so we got 2 buckets of etching acid. Now we can accept that quest. Now we need an empty PCB, which we can get from our pressure chamber. So plastic, 3 gold nuggets, and 2 redstone torches. All right, we did get the empty PCB boards, which will complete one more quest. And gets us ever more closer to our final product for this little quest line here. I don't know how far we'll get. But at this point, I need to do a bit more research and get myself a little bit more familiarized with a little bit more of this late game PneumaticCraft stuff, because we're kind of at the ends of my current knowledge. I do want to also fix that pipe and maybe not waste that pressure, but I'm going to get started on that. So we got a few more things set up here. I've got our UV light box sitting on this wall right here with a chest where I'm putting the empty PCBs, which are then getting pulled out and put in one at a time into the UV light box, where they're getting charged up with UV light, I assume, and then they get ejected into the etching tank, where they then get etched and then dropped into an ender chest, which is putting the final product in our refined storage system. Which, if we run over here and take a quick peek, you can see we've got 13 unassembled PCBs, and we use these to craft the finished PCB, which I don't think I have any of the components, but I'll go ahead and show you what that looks like. So the finished PCB takes one of the unassembled PCBs, 2 of these capacitors, and 2 transistors. The transistors and the capacitors are both made in the pressurized chamber. And that is the ingredient for them. So slime ball, 2 gold nugget, and a sheet of plastic. And the transistor is redstone, 3 gold nuggets, and a sheet of plastic. As far as quests, I've done a few more quests here. There's some items over here. You can see we got a programmer. We've built one more drone. And here's some of the spare machines and parts that we've built and are not using with PneumaticCraft. I just kind of have a chest sitting over here. And if we take a quick peek at the quest book, you can see we've got our unassembled PCB. We'll go ahead and take the rewards on that. We also have our programmer, which was a programmable drone and a programmer unit, which we'll take that puzzle piece. And then we also have the finished PCB, so we've crafted a few of those. Well, there's several more quests, and then under automation we have something showing up here. The logistics network. So we'll go ahead and take that. We're going to go sleep real quick because I believe it's dark. And if we head back in, I've also fixed our leaky pipe situation. So I've added 2 more lines coming out the top and going down to our main trunk line. And that seems to resolve the problem. Of course, I've left the safety tube modules in place just to be on the safe side. You know, don't want to have any accidents in the middle of our base. That would not be good. I've also added ender chest here, so when I go to craft something, it'll auto go into our system and we'll be waiting on it. And that's pretty much where we've got to. I don't think anything else has changed. If you guys see anything I haven't went over, just let me know in the comments. If you have any suggestions on this setup or like questions about why did you do it this way, definitely let me know that as well. But I think we're going to wrap up PneumaticCraft for today. And I cannot wait for the next episode because we're going to jump right back in. And my goal is to set up a way to farm mobs as well as get into the drones. So if you take a look, yeah, we're gonna actually get into the drones a bit and finish our mob spawning capabilities. We might be able to finish off PneumaticCraft. We'll see. I don't know the complexities of a few of these things like the advanced liquid compressor. And the main reason we didn't get into the mob farm stuff today is it requires these advanced pressure tubes, which is a whole bunch of stuff that I haven't got, but we're going to get into the next episode. But I think with that, we're going to go ahead and wrap today's episode up. So here's one last thing I want to take a quick peek at, and that's our camouflage applicator. So I was taking a look at this, and this will help us hide some of this piping that we don't want to see, like this one right here. I can just right click a block I want to use. So let's use one of these stone blocks right there, and then we should be able to just right click this block and it hides it. So now you can't see that piece. Some of the piping I want to be able to see, like the line running up the wall here, but I want to be able to hide certain pieces, like all the ones back behind there. I'm going to go hide. Let's see if there's one more we can do, like right here. So like there isn't one there. Yeah, there is one there, but I can't get to it from here. Where else can we hide? Oh, here's one right here. Can we get to that one? Don't believe so. Is there any over here? Oh, here's one right here. We can hide this right here. I don't want to see that. So now it's hidden. Well, that's really cool. I'm definitely going to go around and clean up our base with that. But I think with that, I'm probably going to go ahead and wrap it up for today. I'm really ecstatic on what we were able to accomplish with PneumaticCraft. That was a lot of fun. As always, I hope you guys enjoyed the episode. I know I've had a lot of fun learning PneumaticCraft with you. If you did enjoy the episode, go ahead and give it a thumbs up. If you have any suggestions or feedback, please leave a comment, and don't forget to subscribe. This is Agro Ninja, and that's a wrap.